Hi there, this is Modern. Okay, so today I'll be reviewing a Chinese copy of a PRS Custom 22. So yeah, it's white, as you can see. I've got it from eBay from a seller, Grote guitars. I'll put the details in the video details. So as you can see, it's a pretty nice looking guitar. It obviously 22 frets. You get two humbuckers. I'm sure they're the same, but they just sound different, obviously, because of the positions. We've got a stop tail bridge. It's not the same as a PRS stop tail, but it does the job. So you can't really tell from a distance, but up close you can. You can't tell the difference. We've got some obviously you've got some sort of usability wear on it so far. You know, just sweat and all that sort of shit. So yeah, I'll just sort of go over this guitar today and point out the differences between a real PRS and this. Also just in terms of its own build quality, playability and all that sort of stuff. So let's begin. Alright, so we've got an arch top, as you can see. It's a nice looking arch top. It's not 100% the same as the PRS arch top, but it's close. So the main difference I can see is the contour. As you can see, it's sort of normal here. As you move forward, the guitar body moves up, and you get some here to here, it's angling down. The PRS definitely doesn't do that. I guess that's just how they've done it, so the neck fits in properly. Also, that's caused an issue with this pickup here. There's a bit of a gap between the body and the pickup. Doesn't make any difference to the sound. It's glue in. No, it's not bolt on or anything like that. The neck I'm talking about. And the intonation's okay, but you can adjust that by the imitation stop tail bridge. The volume and tone knobs I've changed, so I just bought these on eBay for about like $1. Put them in myself. Now they don't really sit properly because there is a sort of cutaway part, so that the stock ones that it comes with fit in properly. So I've had to sort of raise them so that they move freely. There's a little bit of friction on that one. Doesn't really matter. Three-way switch. Feels a little bit cheap, but it works. Yeah. So the cutaway, as in like the divot of the switch, is similar to the tone and volume knobs. It's not as wide as a PRS. The PRS is a deeper crater. Sort of stock standard, don't know what you'd even call them, strap knobs. You know, felt underneath it so that it doesn't, you know, do any damage. What else have we got? So yeah, the pickups they're pretty cool. They're just normal pickups. They sound okay. Main problem being is because of the contour of a guitar, you have to sit them really high. Normally I don't like pickups sitting really high just because it's kind of unsightly. But you kind of need to do that so that they're close enough to the strings to keep the tone. I tried lowering them and it just sort of got too quiet. Again, adjusting the action a little bit. Got some buzz up the top. All good so far. Alright, so the binding's pretty nice. Overall, I mean, the build quality is actually quite good. Fretwork is okay. I guess that's I'm not sure what type of wood that is. It's definitely nothing like super good quality, but there's a bit of finger gunk on there at the moment. The birds, I don't know if you can see this, they're not the same as the PRS birds by any stretch of the imagination. It's definitely not a abalone or mother of pearl. I believe they've just had some type of sticker or picture, and they've put some type of resin over the top of them. But still, it looks cool. It looks cool. Yeah. The contour of the fretboard also is not the same as a PRS. It's slightly arched, but it's not the same. What else we got? So there's a little bit of this came like that. There's a little bit of sort of brown, probably poo. Who knows? There's a little bit of brown on the binding there, but still good. Nuts okay. Haven't had any issues. Haven't had to, file it down or make some deeper grooves or anything, even with thick gauge strings. At the moment, I've got 11s in there, so just detuned it slightly. Tuners, they're okay. There's a little bit of give in them before you tune it. But other than that, they're pretty good. They keep it to stay in tune. What more can you ask? Again, these are different, obviously, to the PRS tuners that I have in my own custom 24. Obviously, they're not locking, but the way that the screws are held in, they're angled towards the center. However, the PRS ones come straight out, so there's a difference there. Headstock is the same shape. Logo's in the same spot. However, the logo is drawn on with some type of sort of thick black thing, and I've scratched a little bit off accidentally when restringing it. But I've just gone over that with some clear nail polish, which kind of caused a little bit of streaking there. So if you do that, make sure that you do it very carefully and apply it very thinly. Truss rod cover is different to PRS truss rod cover. There's only one screw in the truss rod cover on a PRS, which is just there. This one's obviously got 3. I mean, you can change that. You probably need to drill a hole because I'm sure the length is not the same. What else have we got? I mean, overall, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I've only had to adjust the action a little bit, just so they didn't have to have the pickup so high. But other than that, it's pretty much as I got it, including the volume and tone knobs. What else have we got? We got the standard. It's pretty thin and cheap. A little bit of a gap. See if I can focus. A little bit of a gap in between that and the guitar body. I'm not complaining about that. The electrics seem to be pretty good. The cover is a little bit dodgy. I can see someone's actually cut this out by hand. There's some marks on there. On the don't know if you can really see on the video, but it's pretty poorly cut out. It's definitely not done by a machine. But who cares, right? I mean, no one ever sees that. So I think, I mean, from a build quality point of view, the guitar's solid. It sounds good. I can play it. The intonation's good. The birds, it's got birds on it. And from a distance, you can't really tell that it's not a PRS. I mean, it looks the same. It's got an arch top. Looks a lot like a Custom 22. It looks like the Dave Navarro, except it doesn't have gold hardware. Get a bit closer. Yeah, that's nice. Hear how it sounds. So I'm going to demonstrate the sound of the guitar. I'm going to run through my Yamaha Audiogram 3 and running into Cubase, where I'll be using Line 6 Pod Farm and possibly some amp impulse responses through through a free plugin called what is it, by Le Cab by Poolin. Yeah, and so we'll see how that sounds.